Hello everybody. Today I will be showing you how to skin a chipmunk. So, you'll need a knife. This knife that I picked is probably, most likely too sharp, or too big, sorry. And you start at the butt and cut from there, and then you go for this chipmunk. I'll be case skinning it, and in order to do that, you cut it from the butt and then go up the leg. And for this one, I'm not going to be keeping the feet on. It just makes it a bit easier for you in the tanning process. So you just cut up to the leg, cut around the ankle, and cut around the fur. So just cut the skin around the ankle to make it not connected to the foot, if that makes sense. So yeah, and then also you have to cut the flesh or skin away from the flesh all the way around the foot and leg, or just leg, I guess. This is just part one of this video. It's already going to be long enough, so I'm going to split them into two parts. This one will just be skinning the chipmunk, and then the next one will be tanning the chipmunk. And just a warning, before it gets kind of gross looking, there will be gore in this. There will be blood, so if you don't like looking at blood or dead animals, please do not watch this video. So yeah, just cut around the leg there. Get the little foot. Nick the skin off. Like that. Perfect. Just like that. And then you're going to do that to the other leg as well. Cut up and get the ankle on there. I already did that. And then from here you cut towards the tail. This is to get that. Right now I'm just getting some of that meat that accidentally got caught on the skin there off, but we'll do that later. And then cut around the tail and around the butt there. And then what I did here was well, first you just cut around the tail here, so around the base of the tail, and then you take I guess for larger animals you can get a tail splitter, but for a animal this small, I just used a different knife to cut up, like split the tail, just to get that bone out. This part can be a bit hard sometimes, but trust me, it is not at all the hardest part. The hardest part of skinning the chipmunk would be around the face. Skinning any animal is hard around the face. So yeah, just skin around the base of that tail. Just to, and then split up the tail skin so it makes it easier to get the bone out. Like that. So you've got a little gap there. Now what I'm doing here is I'm taking what I just did there was the knife was backwards. Anyways, so yeah, you slit up the tail like this. Thing is, I should have gone up the tail a bit farther before I started pulling out the bone, because you'll see why in a second. Here I start pulling it and snap. That can happen very easily, especially on smaller animals like this. You can see I'm very disappointed. Anyways, now that tragedy is over, skin down, take a knife. You see I switched from that big knife, it was way too big. Skin down the back, and then once you get pretty far on the back, flip it around, skin on the stomach side. Just try not to nick the guts. I accidentally did on this one, and the guts does not smell nice. Even on a small little animal like this, the guts the smell is overwhelming. Anyways, here I got someone to help me hold it. It's a bit easier unless, like, you can hang it somewhere and then just kind of pull down on the skin a bit. It's better to get, like, tension on the animal and on the skin, so it kind of makes like that little spider web kind of like white kind of thing between the skin and the flesh. Makes it a lot easier if someone's pulling on the other end. So yeah, just cut it. See that? And like with an animal this small, you have to be very careful, because I found out later in my skinning process that you can literally see through the skin once I got the hide off. But also you can just pull it and it'll come off. It's so easy to just take the skin off. So yeah, when you're skinning it on the front side here, just watch that you don't nick the stomach or intestines or anything like that. Once you get up to the ribs, it's kind of hard to do that, but still definitely is a risk. It doesn't mess up the hide or anything, it just isn't nice to deal with. And there, the person that was helping me somehow pulled that tail off. See, there I've reached the ribs. A nice thing with this one, it was trapped in a rat trap, which is a nice, quick, easy death for the animal. Normally it crushes the skull, but what a good, nice thing that didn't happen with this one was it didn't crush the skull, so now I get a chipmunk skull out of it as well. So once you get up around the arms, you have to be careful with those nails. I mean, I'm not quite at the arms yet here, but once you do, there's the elbow right there. Once you get up to those hands, watch the nails don't. The skin is literally so thin that the nails can poke holes in it. So there's the elbow. Just pull up from here. Still, it's much easier with two people. So yeah, get up. So once you reach the inner elbow there, you're going to want to put a hole there so that you'll see. Just make it a bit. Also, it helps you grab onto it. So if you just yeah. There, I'm cutting the back a bit just to make it a bit more even. There, I'm just checking because I'm not the most sure where I am here, and what I'm doing here is just kind of cutting around the wrist before I get there. So just cut around there. It makes it a lot easier. It's just cutting around it before you get there. Cute little chipmunk hands. Their little hands and feet are quite cute. I didn't keep the modded on this one, but I have another chipmunk pelt that I kept the feet on. See there, it makes it a lot easier if you disconnect the, like you see here, there's a little hole in between the skin and arm. You can use that as a little grabbing spot. The arms are quite hard to do, as well as the head. So there, see that little hole? That is quite useful. You can grab that and just pull the hand out like this. I'm just trying to get the hand out of there so that the nails don't poke a hole through the skin. See the nails there? It's just so sharp. Here, I'm trying to pull the hand out, but I don't want to rip the hide. There we go. There's the hand. It leaves the little bit, leaves the little mitt on there, and then that's how you do the arm, and then you do the exact same thing for the other side. Then here, I'm getting up around the ears. Actually, no, that's not the ear, never mind. That, this specific one had, sunflower seeds in its mouth, which it looks really weird. It does really throw you off of where the lips are. I ended up having to, cut out those little, sunflower seeds. So, somewhere up in here, see, this ear I kind of messed up. So I made a little, like a big hole. You have to cut really down low. So cut basically onto the muscle to get that ear off so that you've got the whole ear there. The other side I did well, but this one really didn't turn out that good. Next up, you've got, not too far away from the those ears, you've got the eyes. It's important to get those eyelids intact. If you cut the eyeball, there is like liquid in there, but it's better than cutting the eyelid. If you want it to look good. See here, I'm basically cutting on the eye, and I didn't cut it. I didn't cut the eyeball, but I just, like, it's so squishy that the knife just kind of bounces off of it. And I just got the eyelid there. And then again, you do that same thing to the other side once you get that eye out. Or eyelid off. Sorry. This is basically just for like smaller animals like mice, rats, chipmunks, squirrels. I mean, if you're like case skinning a raccoon, they're much, much bigger. So it's easier to do a raccoon or a groundhog or rabbit, possum. It's much easier to do those bigger ones. So here, next would be the lips. Wait till you see a hole right where the mouth would be. The lips are kind of hard to know when they're coming up, but once you get a little hole in the mouth, that right there, you cut down like basically on the muscle again to not cut up those lips. He's kind of sliding off of screen here, but you get the idea. And you, once you get that lip off, you have to do the same thing on the other side. And then next you have to do the nose. The nose is not the hardest part, actually. I would say the hardest part is the ears, the eyes, and the lips. That's the hardest part. So the nose, you just have to cut it till you get to, or keep cutting along until you get to the cartilage of the nose. And then once you reach that, see, I'm just getting to the bottom of the lip there because you can see his big orange teeth poking through there. And then there we go. You can see the nose there. And you just need to keep on cutting from there. And then here you have to get around that lip and just stick right onto those top front teeth with your blade, and then cut all the way down until you reach cartilage, and then go from the top and the sides till you reach cartilage, and then you just cut straight down from there. And once you get to about here, you kind of just, I think it would have been fine to do it right then, but from here, once you get down to where you think you've hit cartilage, you just kind of put them down onto the table and just chop the nose off. Here, I switched to my bigger knife. It's sharper and better in every way possible. And then once you're done there, that was the easiest part, and this is what it should look like-ish by the time that you're done. See, I kind of messed up the ear. And then here, you get as much of the red muscle, and so any of that red stuff is muscle. And then if there's like white stuff on there, it's fat. Any of that stuff you get off, or as much as you can. You can use your knife, but with an animal like this small, you can just pull it off. See there, yeah, you can just pull it off easily with your bare hands. And then here, this is an optional step. I mean, I did because it had a bit of blood on it and a bit of dirt and stuff. You can just wash it with water. You can use warm water for it. Just wash it. And then after that, you just dab it with like a paper towel, kind of dry that up, and then that's all you got to do for the skinning part. And then it's on to the tanning. It's like a little sock. So here you just kind of put it in some paper towel, dry it off. And yeah. Dry out the fur, dry out any of that stuff you can. And then once you do that, you're done. Yeah, so I got most of that stuff off, you can see, or most of the muscle and meat and fat off, you can see, because it's like all white and just skin. A bit of pink, but that's just like the color of skin. Anyways, I hope you liked that part 1. Make sure to like and subscribe. I will be posting the part 2 soon. See ya.